Hi guys, it's your girl Alicia. So just a little bit of storytelling and being transparent is what I'm doing in this episode. So it's been like a month now. My house has been under attack. Um, you know, there's a warfare going on in here. And you know how they say in church, they tell you it's a spiritual warfare. Well, in my house, it's a viral warfare that's going on. So, first person was my son. He came home from school saying that with a letter, a note from the teacher saying that he was exposed to somebody who tested positive for COVID. So he was quarantined for 10 days. So, boom, mommy duty, mommy's on it. So I'm taking care of the sick. He had like 2 days of just a little sniffle and a little cough. By day number 3, he says, Mommy, can I go back to school? I was like, no. They said you got to stay home for 10 days. So he was fine after that. He did his Google Classroom classes, and he was fine until he went back to school. I think he went back in like December 3rd. So here comes a couple of days before Christmas. My daughter comes home, a fully jabbed teacher, exposed like hundreds of students, and then she tested positive for COVID. So they sent all her students home. I think it was 2 days before they were officially supposed to have Christmas break. So here I go. Mommy to the rescue. Ta-da-da-da-da-da. Mommy to the rescue. So I took care of my daughter. She had no symptoms. She just complained of a headache for day 1. And then mommy came up with the concoctions, blended stuff up, gave to her. By day number 2, she was fine. After a while, she was being annoying. I'm like, okay, when are you going back to school? Because now you're over here just, getting on my last nerves. Anyhow, so she's fine. Then comes my husband. Christmas Eve, he's home all day with a sniffle, saying he has the flu. I said, boy, they ain't calling nothing the flu no more. And his is, congested, nasal, just real mucusy. So my son hung out with him. He picked up my son from school on Thursday, and they hung out. So now guess who's sick again? Kylan is coughing. So Christmas Day, Kylan is a little bit under the weather. So, mommy's immune system is being bombarded with everything, because there's how do you social distance from your children? You can't. I'm not about to wear a mask. I don't do masks. And not in my house when I'm out in public yet. So, so now my husband is contaminated, and he contaminated my son. And this is the day after Christmas, and I'm feeling like I finally picked up something. There is only so much a busting immune system can block or until it finally gets you. So I think I woke up this morning and I do have a little cough, and I'm gonna knock it out with some concoction that I have here. It's Boxing Day for the colonialized Caribbean people and the Europeans. We celebrate the day after Christmas, Boxing Day, which is when they used up all their gifts and their food and shit, and what they don't want, they donate it to the poor. This is, and then they made it into a holiday, donating their crap to the poor, and call it Boxing Day. So Boxing Day is for boxing up all the crap that you got for Christmas, used for Christmas, and you don't want. So you donate it to the poor. All right, that's a whole nother show. But anyway, let me get into my immune busting drink that I'm doing this morning. This feels like, you know how they tell you have like a rendezvous one day, one night, and the next morning you wake up and you're like, oh shit, you didn't do the right thing. You didn't use protection. Now you need a morning after pill. So this is my morning after. And then just being around all these contaminated family members, children and husband, you have to really zero in on boosting that immune system and giving the body what it really needs to stay healthy and perform for you, especially around these times. So I'm going in today with some Cmos. So I soaked, yesterday I felt it, so I made sure I soaked my Cmos overnight. And of course, everybody knows the benefit of Cmos. And in this house, we are truly everything Cmos. So my Cmos comes from the oceans around Jamaica. Okay, was once hugged up on a coral reef and absorbed all the nutrients and minerals that the coral reefs give. So before, this is what my Cmos look like, and just overnight of soaking. Here it is. So what I'm going to do is put a nice portion of Cmos in the blender. Here it is, like a handful going in. All right, because even though I love the benefits of Cmos, I don't really care for the taste. So I am going to blend my Cmos into a gel. Here we go. Power on. That's pretty much it. So the Cmos went in, and this booster drink, Mommy Booster, is going to be mostly strawberries. Okay, so I'm putting in frozen strawberries and a nice cube of ginger. This is just pure ginger juice and frozen in an ice cube. Last night we were making strawberry daiquiris. So this is a pureed strawberry mixture that has lemon and ginger already. And I'm gonna add this in just to use it up. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of water to wash that out. And I'm going to blend. Okay, so you're gonna blend it nice and smooth. Yeah, that is smooth. gonna just pour it. We're gonna garnish with a nice strawberry. And there it is. And I'll even get fancy. Put a straw. Just what a mommy's immune system needs. Cheers.